In Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball, every kill, dig, and point changes the match. Opposite Jordan Thompson is building her championship case 1 point at a time. Another kill by Thompson. It's just a different sound when she plays into the ball. Can she continue her reign at the top? Who will emerge to challenge JT in the title chase? Week 2 of Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball continues right now. Every one of these players an individual title trying to climb the leaderboard with their own stats as well as team success. Team Hentz undefeated. Have a lot of players up on the leaderboard. Team Thompson coming into your screen there. They are 1-0 on the weekend. First time Jordan Thompson has ever captained a group here at Liberty First Credit Union Arena in Omaha, Nebraska. Season 5 of Athletes Unlimited finds JT atop that leaderboard, updated with the results for Natalia Valentin-Anderson and crew. They had an exceptional night, but Hentz and company looking to continue to rule here in Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball. Hi everybody, Kevin Barnett alongside Olympian Key Michael once again. Key, we often focus on different positions. Here let's talk opposites because they are often the offensive engines for any team.
Yeah, a whole lot of horsepower coming from those pins, and especially Jordan Thompson, who you mentioned, who's the captain this week because she was dominant for the purple side last week. I'm so excited to see her go up against Danny Drews as well, who's been unstoppable, shown her range once again here at Athletes Unlimited, thrown into that opposite position for the first time this year and in the match, and proving why balance is the #1 key to the blue team's success so far. I think Drews has power and gracefulness to her movements that allow her to swing from all areas on the court, and she's got a whip of a left arm, which makes her very difficult to slow down. Thompson on the other side, she's been on an uphill swing, if you can even believe it, after her back-to-back 20-point performances in week 1. She's even more dominant in the captain's chair. She went lights out in the last match, putting up 28 points. She was on track to win the 3rd set with nobody's help in that last match, bringing that horsepower by communicating and connecting well with her setter Maddie Bug. She had the best performance of the season yet. She is showing absolutely zero signs of slowing down.
Drew's not unfamiliar to that role, having played it professionally in Japan. She's getting a few less opportunities, so not really the opportunity for these big numbers from Thompson, this gaudy 26.
Yeah, Thompson, you just throw anything up in her direction and she's going to clean it up. But this was in that last match alone. 30 swings on Drew's side. She will absolutely get her opportunities.
The wildest thing about that match, the 15 kills in the 3rd set by Jordan Thompson. As Danny Drews immediately gets the first kill. Thompson took 23 of the 35 total swings for her side in that 3rd frame. What a job by Thompson, her side coming out on top. That's why they come in at 1-0. It's 76-73. They needed almost every one of those kills from their captain. Bug will dish over the top to Natalia. That is the famous Brazilian outside. She's a player has yet to kind of get going. Seems like there's a lot of growth potential for Team Thompson here.
Yeah, I think Natalia is one of those players that has a lot of experience overseas, but it's the first time in this kind of league where you're changing setters all the time. Your role changes every single weekend, but absolutely a veteran player that has nothing but upside to give.
Vienna Panoy with the dig there, and Serena Gray. Pardon me, Alexa Gray. We had Serena Gray earlier. Alexa Gray back into the lineup here. Will she get a second opportunity? No, back to Thompson again, and she will push it a little bit too low.
That's one of the few immediate unforced errors I think I've seen from Thompson in the entire season. Typically so good at just handling those balls, but again, that one low, typically an out-of-system ball might be high, and that's where she has the advantage.
Champu, good part with the serve, known simply as Champu. As a deep corner swing there from Alexa Gray does not find the mark. Team Thompson, you have to wonder, can Jordan Thompson be a one-man, one-woman gang? Is that even a gang if you're just one person?
Yeah, just riding solo sometimes. I think Alexa Gray was one of the question marks that we had. Injured last weekend. We weren't sure if she was going to be good for the draft. She did get drafted by this team, did not play in the last match, but it's good to see her back on court again.
Yeah, a little bit of a right Achilles issue. She said she's experienced that before, so feeling better leading into this part of the weekend as we played Thursday night and now come back here watching Elise Getzinger serve. She's getting a starting role this weekend. Over the top goes Reagan Cooper, who has been on a straight vertical track in terms of her career and in this league in her debut in Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball.
Yeah, I think she's one piece of the puzzle on the blue side that we can keep an eye on. I think we talked a little bit about how good the balance is there, and this is also another reason, because she's not playing any backcourt. Claire Chaussee coming in the backcourt to play those reception and those defense and serving duties, so just playing to the strengths of each player.
Cooper had 17 kills in that Team Hentz domination, and there's a big block on the right side. Danny Drews doing her job defensively. It was 75-58 Hentz over Valentine Anderson in our first match of the weekend.
Look at the movement here by Drews. She's inside. Look how far from the antenna she is, but she's still getting really in front of Gray, so she's got nowhere to go.
Thompson at the other pin goes inside of a charging Kayla Caffey.
The difficulty against Thompson is you just never really know as a blocker what to take away on her, because that instance, the blockers have taken line and she's gone cross, but you can see if there's some adjustment and the blockers start shifting to the right side, she'll just hammer it down the line. That's the value of a good swinger like her.
6'4", opposite one for Team USA. Serves up the ace there.
Flat and deep, catching high on the shoulder of Parsons. Communication zone at a premium as well.
Yeah, this is an area where Hentz in their first match really dominated. 6 aces to just 1. Here they've already given up 1. And we're only in the first few moments of play. Sarah Parsons misses there. One time Sarah Wilhite. Parsons working back into full-time play here after becoming a mom and trying to return to the vast heights of her career. One-time National Player of the Year, long-time national team athlete, and Olympic alternate. Overpass there. Second opportunity. Champu outside. Parsons through the block and down.
You don't often get a second opportunity, so I like Parsons going aggressive there. I think Maddie Bug would love to have that ball back that came over the net. Wasn't terminal with it, and that was something that we talked to Thompson about her team last week. They were not terminal in certain instances.
Chicago's own Kayla Caffey misses that one. I wonder how Team Hentz will balance errors with pressure. I mentioned the 6 aces that they had as a team. Thompson's side, that may have been the one vulnerability. They gave up 6 aces in their first match of the weekend as Alexa Gray steps back, the Calgary, Canada native. Plays for a resurgent Team Canada. Played collegiately at BYU. So far winning the serve and pass battle of the women in black and gold. That one gaffed a little bit to the outside. Champu overhead. Drews inside the block and misses. A little wide.
I don't mind that swing from Drews. She didn't have a whole lot of space to work with. McCage has done a good job of closing it to Natalia. They're taking away that angle, forcing her to go sharper and sharper.
Drews blocked straight down. Molly McCage, leading blocker in the history of the league.
Excellent finish from McCage. Have another look at it. She's moving late, right? We talk a lot about read blocking. That's exactly what she's done. She hasn't committed to anything. It's all about that reaction time to get there and close to her outside hitter.
Another tough serve. Parsons, perfect pass, nobody up. Oh, tip. Back to her. Better chance now. 3 in a row. Overpass, Dixon got just enough. Tori Dixon with the kill. Perhaps an early important point there for Team Hentz.
Good reactions from Dixon. She's just waiting for it. Not having to do too much.
Drews unleashing the jump serve. Maddie Bug. Special delivery to the outside.
That is a difficult ball by any stretch of the imagination at any single level. Look at what Bug has to do here. The ball is so tight. She goes with one hand. You can see that Dixon's already jumped with her and somehow gets that one-on-one outside. I
wonder if they discussed that play at dinner. She and husband Matt West, both exceptional international setters. Thompson with the defense. Gray bringing the offense, but the block is up to the task. Dixon alongside Drews. No, that's Parsons up there, who will now head back to serve.
Well, if Maddie and Matt were discussing it, would have had to be on a Zoom call or a FaceTime, as he is over in India currently playing.
There is Parsons, went to Minnesota, native of Minnesota. High swing down the line. That has been bread and butter for Thompson. That ball initially called out and then overruled.
I was looking for the challenge immediately, and Thompson really calm with it. But you could see that little finger making the C almost immediately. She's been using that end line, and that's, again, when you talk about the strengths of someone like Thompson, you can go on and on, but that's another reason, because she swings for that deep end line, and that's exactly where the defenders are not.
Yeah, high snap, high contact. Team Hentz is going to challenge this one and say that that ball should go the other direction.
So by my understanding, JT thought that ball was in, so they're now discussing what the original call was. I don't think there's a touch on it, but
that looks in.
Thought it was in.
Yeah,
so
let's take a look at it here.
There needs to be some communication about what's going on in the ref stands.
Julie Vogt is our R2 for this one. Our R1 is Landry Homscher.
So from where I was sitting, the original flag went up to call the ball out. It was overruled by the first referee, who gave the point to the gold side. And I think Jordan thought that was because the ball was in. But I'm understanding now that the overrule was because of a touch. So now blue has challenged the touch.
After review, the challenge on block touch is unsuccessful.
So a touch called, challenged by Team Hentz, saying we did not touch the ball. And the challenge awarded, or the point remains, for Team Thompson.
Correct.
There was, in fact, a touch. It's an interesting battle to follow here. Cooper versus Thompson. They can be, at times, almost a mirror image in terms of their high contact point.
Yeah, they're on the same side of the court right now. Could be a fun matchup.
Keep an eye on that one. What do you think this will demand from Reagan Cooper?
She has to swing confident. She has to understand that she's got a tall blocker in front of her. We know she's going to be relied on for a lot of offensive outlet, just like that. I don't want to see her swing timid. I don't want to see her get nervous that she's got all that pressure on her back after the performance we saw from her. The reason she was successful is because she was just playing fluid.
And she did just there, blew it right through the block of 97. No fear for Reagan Cooper. Bug delivery to the outside. That's Thompson on the left, where she tends to be more than effective when it comes to that opposite spot. Often those players are not good on the left. Jordan Thompson, fantastic out there.
And if you watched the last match, you saw a couple of rotations where they tried to swing her around to the right in that particular rotation. Didn't work, so then she stayed out there and got him out of the rotation. Now they're just keeping her there, not worrying about it.
More good defense on both sides. Outside, Cooper again, sharp into the angle. Gray playing that off-blocker defense. Got it. Nice play, both defensively and then offensively by Alexa Gray.
At this level as well, understanding when to swing and when to tip. She's got a few players on the floor, so even if that ball did go up, it becomes an easier play for her team defensively.
Two-time West Coast Conference Player of the Year during her time at BYU. As Cooper comes back and swings another one confidently through Getzinger and Thompson. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this 97 versus 20 since it popped up, having them on opposite teams. 3 hitters in the front row for Team Hentz. Hentz with a dig down the line. Drews turns it. Parsons, Champu. Cooper, super sharp. Slicing it off.
Super Cooper. I love it. Starting with this big dig as well, and that's the power of having Morgan Hentz on your side. Able to run another opportunity to swing, but again, Cooper's been having such success with that sharp angle. I wonder if the block will adjust on the gold side.
Maybe they get a chance here. No. Drews tight to the net, over the top and into the corner. The physicality of Danny Drews shining through. Gray outside, powerful swing, dug up again. Drews has to do something special once again. She does just that. Power last time, placement this.
Yeah, and Drews, again, asked to be in that opposite spot. She has played it before, but she's equally as comfortable in the outside hitting role. Just a really dynamic player, so versatile to be able to score from anywhere.
I love freeing her up from the reception just to let her go out there, be physical, do her thing. Another dig from Hentz. Where do you go? Champu expertly takes all the spin off it, and Cooper through the block and down. You wanted fearlessness, Key Michael. You're getting it.
You have to. When you're going up against a two-time Olympic medalist, you either choose to be fearful, play it safe, or you just do what you've been doing, and that's been what's causing her success.
Who would choose fear? Who would do that? 5-0 here. Team Hentz. More defense. Trying to convert to offense. Into the block, out of bounds. Parsons scores. How about this move from Team Hentz? A 6-0 run to 15-13. A very nice run. We'll look at the blocking phase of the game when we get back to Omaha with Keys. The Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball Championship is fueled by Gatorade. Look at some of the actions and faces from a wonderful night of action back on Thursday as we now return on Sunday. We'll be back with you again Monday. Valentine Anderson and her squad coming up with a victory tonight, already 75-64. Here it's 15-13, Team Hentz over Team Thompson with a really nice run here. We talk about defense in the back row. Let's talk about defense in the front row. Key Michael, break down some blocking for us.
I feel uniquely qualified to talk about this one thing, blocking. And we learned a little bit in the last match. Let's break it down further. All right, if your team's going to be blocking line, this is what that looks like. Two blockers are trying to take away this zone of the court, and then this player's going to come in and cover the short. If you're blocking cross, then you're leaving the line open to the defender here, and you're trying to take away more of that cross. And you can see the difference between where the blockers are set up. Now, reasons why you want to choose one or the other. Well, first of all, hitter tendency. Where does she like to hit? Does she like to hit cross, line, tips, ball position? Does it die tight? Then maybe you just get on the ball and take away that space. Or do you want to channel it to your defender? Because in this particular instance, we've got two of the best on the court. That might be a reason why you want to take line or cross. So keep an eye on what the teams do.
Key Michael, Olympic middle blocker for Team GB in 2012 in the Olympic Games. Look at Tori Dixon, one of the top middles here. And Molly McCage, an historic middle in this, and also champion in League One volleyball in their inaugural season. Talk about channeling. That is vitally important as that ball is channeled past the block and down. When it comes to digs, Team Hentz is 4-0, the women in blue. They are plus 26 digs overall as Hentz teams. Then they outdug their opponents 3 of 4 matches. And Morgan Hentz, a huge part of that as she passes the ball here. And Cooper tips softly over the top, back him up, and then pull him forward, playing with the string there, number 20, Reagan Cooper. Talk about what a vertical rise it's been for her. MVP of the NORCECA Final 6 for the USA Women's National Team as our leaderboard checks in. And this is our game leaderboard. Love to follow that. Cooper already with 49 points in this match. Great big looping arm swing there. Dug once again. Hentz down that line, picks up another. Scooped perfectly to the center and put away by Drews. Hentz and her side continue to manufacture offensive chances. That ball is served long.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my eyes on now when I can point out if the teams are blocking line, if they're blocking cross. I hope that the viewers are getting a little bit of an insight into our lingo when we're talking here on the microphone, because there's so much that goes into every single detail of the game. It's so hard to discuss in such a short period of time.
Thompson, 4 of 8 thus far. Will they find balance? And an overcall goes against Champu. The other side already has some balance offensively. They've got 6 blocks for Cooper, pardon me, 6 kills for Cooper, 4 kills for Drews behind the setting of Champu Gidpart. Thompson's team back within 1. The captain line to line once again. Parsons fights it off. That one was inside. She flies in, misses the block, catches the defender, and that will be a point for Team Hentz. 18-16. Played at 25, win by 2 in each one of our sets. The overall victory will be based on the total score. You see that little half the conversation you're getting there between Sarah Parsons and Maddie Bug. National team teammates. And Parsons looking at Bug, giving her the touch signal. Bug laughing back. Yes, you got me.
That's what's so fun about this league, is these players know each other, not only from having potentially played together in the last week, but all over the world these teammates were.
Is that 3 in a row? That is at least 2 in a row from the Hentz side, and probably 3 or 4 out of bounds. They're not giving an opportunity to point score.
Yeah, you want to be aggressive with your serve, but you have to force the other team to play at a certain point. Giving away those freebies can get really draining on your points.
Yeah, that is 3 for 3. Remember, they were winning rallies. They've been manufacturing points with defense. Here they get one on the overpass. Parsons. What, are we playing a little warm-up game here? Just sending it over?
Yeah, I remember as well the gold side talking about having to be terminal in that last match. Those free balls, that's not going to help.
4 misses in a row, allowing Team Thompson to stay in it as Maddie Haynes has jumped in the chair chat with us. Maddie, you got some good run in the last match. Tell us about the dynamics of this side.
I mean, I just love this team. JT's a great captain. She's really good in communication and stuff, and I think we just have a good group of girls who are just dog fighters.
Dog fighters? Is that a reference to Molly McCage?
Molly's been putting up some big blocks. I'm actually really happy she's on my team. She's a great blocker, low and over pressed, and she's low-key scary.
Yeah, I hear you guys getting into it over there. There's been a little social media buzz off of Molly asking if you got that dog in you, and I hear you guys barking.
Oh yeah, we're definitely big woofers over here.
Well, we sometimes get accused of making it the Molly McCage show, so we'll keep it all about volleyball here, and we won't talk middles every single time. But you're having a chance now to see. You were in the starting role in that last match. Now Alexa Gray back in it. What are you seeing from the outside that's different from the first match?
From the outside, I think there's just a lot more service pressure. I mean, to get the teams out of system is really difficult, especially with these type of blocks up here. So we're just taking our time and being patient for sure.
What do you do with Cooper?
I mean, Cooper is just high flyer OT. She is dangerous out there. I mean, again, we have to stay patient. We have to be ready to either hit the sharp cross, get ready for the sharp cross, or the touches off the block for sure.
Did I read correctly that you listed Haley Washington as somebody that you look up to?
I love Haley Washington. She has great energy. You know, I wish she was here, but I really look up to her a lot, and I'm really happy to be teammates with her at Salt Lake.
Well, thanks for joining us, and you knew Key would bring it back to middle somehow. Well done, Key, Michael, and Maddie Haynes.
Thank you.
Watching her side out on the floor. Team Hentz is kind of back in a rhythm, and they're doing it again behind Cooper. She is quickly becoming that engine. 7:28 for 11 has yet to be stopped or hit a ball out of bounds. Overpass. Push through. Cooper could get it right back. Yes, she does. Nice set. Tight to the net. Thompson on the ground, trying to recompose the offense here. About to start with some defense. Whew, inside a Bug. They are exploiting that matchup.
Yeah, and Bug typically a good blocker comparatively to other setters, because look at the height. I mean, if you look at her compared to Champu, you might think, yeah, don't swing against her, but seems to be working. I mean, Cooper is just dominant right now. You're dealing with the Rising Star Award and all PVS second team for the Columbus Fury 2 seasons ago in Reagan Cooper, and that MVP nod for the USA Women's National Team. They're off to another run here, Team Hentz. I just go to Cooper again. Yeah, scooped overhead by the cap. Bug can't get there. Thompson cannot get a swing out of that one. Dixon playing her defensive responsibilities. Cooper, deep, high, hard swing once again. I mean, MVP 1 right now goes to number 20. Well, it's almost as if the blue team. They're caught in the blue zone. Team Thompson here at a set point.
inside the block.
What I was going to say is it feels as if they're using Cooper almost as an opposite, taking
Yep.
that passing responsibility off of her, just allowing her to swing away, and that's where she's looking really comfortable.
Yeah, she is certainly thriving, number 20 on that side. See if they give it to her to close. She's in the front row. Champu, for sure. Over the top of JT, off the defense, and book it. One of the great set performances of 2025. 11 kills on 16 swings, 680 for Reagan Thompson, and 40 points for her as well as all of her teammates. How about that? We knew it was going to be a good battle between Thompson and Cooper. Reagan Cooper dominant. 25-19, Team Hentz.
Oh, it's so cute.
Right? Whenever I'm thrifting, I like to find something that I know I can't find any other place. So I want a fun jacket, I want a fun little skirt, something really vibrant and patterned that I can pair with all the basic things that I already own.
I'm always looking for good basics, like solid, gonna stand the test of time, but also very unique statement pieces. So literally everything. I'm always looking for everything, everywhere, at all times.
I kind of gravitate towards my uniform per se, so I grab like a mini skirt and a jacket because I know I have knee-high boots and I just like that formula of an outfit.
Mixing the masculine and feminine pieces, like maybe it's a little tank top but then like baggy jeans. But I like to just be comfortable. It's all about comfortability for me.
We had so much fun, and also I might have a new outfit for the broadcast. Woo! Thanks, guys. Of course.
Girls' day out for the three of them, and man, oh man, I hope they came up with something good like Team Hentz did in the first set, 25-19. Key, how did this all turn out?
I mean, if I don't look as stylish as I ever have, the reason is because of those two right there. So we're back at the whiteboard, not to talk volleyball, but to break down my outfit. Leather jacket by Molly McCage, a nice blouse with, look at this detailing here. We've got a little skirt. I would never, but socks and shoes. I don't know, you guys vote in the comments what you think.
Leggings with the socks. Those are the only parts of your wardrobe that you owned, right? You had brown leggings to go with it.
I did. Every once in a while, I've got a little bit of an inkling of a fashion bone in my body, and it came out today, I guess.
Come a long way, Key Michael, from the first season of Athletes Unlimited when you were still on the athlete side.
No flag.
Very good.
No flag this time.
Very good to have McCage and Thompson take her out. I think we have Alexa Gray on that list as well. We might have more styling by as we move through the season. Team Hentz, winners of 8 straight sets. They have been so dominant. 4-0 coming in, looking very strong with Reagan Cooper in that first set. 11 kills, 680. A torrid pace. And Danny Drew's providing support as well with 4 kills and 4 to Parsons. So the pins are swinging. Delivering as Getzinger gets blocked by Dixon, doing a little read blocking. If you were with us earlier tonight, we had a little breakdown of some of the follow, commit, read blocking there. That was a follow read by Tori Dixon. Right in front to pick up that one. Remember, Thompson lost the first set of their first match, but would come back to win as Thompson collects the kill there. They lost to Team Hoffman 28-26. They would in rally form win 25-22, 25-23 for the overall win. 76-73 on Thursday here. Again, playing from behind as you look at the updated leaderboard. Cooper forced to pass. Swung nice and high. This one's dug. Natalia, boy, she seems to be on the cusp of being super effective offensively.
Yeah, and again, that connection with a new setter, brand new system. She's got the experience, she's got the height, she's got the strength.
Natalia Zilo Pereira, a long international career featuring multiple medals, gold and silver. In battles with Team USA down the stretch as Cooper chips it down the line. Nice technical swing that time by number 20.
Yeah, Cooper could be the glue to this blue side. If they end up with a victory, she is someone that's been carrying them. We talked a lot about balance in the first match, but now it's the all Cooper show, and I love it.
The blue glue with the soft block there. Bug spins around, finds the ball. Parsons finds another dig. More transition outside and another kill off a net violation. Getzinger frustrated with herself after making that contact.
The other thing we have to keep in mind is this blue side are very defensive-minded. There's a lot of balls coming up in the backcourt. They've got Drews and Parsons playing a big part of that.
Yeah, they were plus 26 coming in. Anyone named Team Hentz, that goes back to last week, of course, in 3 or 4 matches. Outdug everybody as Champu gets a stuff. Nothing will bring more fire to your side than your undersized setter playing defense to the net.
Big block for Champu, and look how much joy she brings to the game as well. She's a little sneaky there. Looks as if she's going to give away the line and closes at the last minute to the antenna.
And a service to add. You were talking about the defense key. They have 18 digs, does Team Hentz, to just 11 on the other side. The onslaught continues here now from the service line. They've been keeping them way off balance, have Team Hentz, but that's just their first ace. But you feel like they're winning that battle.
100%.
Great, good pass this time. Thompson, yeah, taking it out on the ball. That frustration, a 6-1.
Yeah, we've seen moments where Thompson has just taken over the match. The third set of the last one is a good example after having lost the first set against the purple side. So she's absolutely capable of turning it on.
Start your follow that match score right now down below the names. 31-21 the lead for Team Hentz. That's for the overall victory. Oh, that was a good idea. It ended up working. She was trying to work off the hands around the ball.
I'm a little concerned that there wasn't a body underneath that. There might be a miscommunication in the block because it looks as if the blockers were taking line, which means Maddie Bug could have run in and taken that off the hands and cover that tip. But again, little time to work together. Those are the quick changes they got to make.
Maybe, are they playing for the high flat off the hands? Drews and Caffey shut that one down, getting them a chance. Drews inside the block. She's got that one. Missed it earlier in the match, right at the very open. She's dialed it in. 8-2. Whew.
Best swing of the night for Drews. She is looking all sharp. She has to take that first contact and then look at her shoulders. She doesn't give, she's not trying to hide anything. She is going sharp cross all day long.
McCage delivers. And the barking continues.
Molly hitting it 100%, but only having been set once. I'm concerned there isn't enough middle action on the gold side. Not my side, Jordan's side.
Gold medalist in 21. Silver medal this last time. Good result for Team USA in the Paris Olympics as Danny Drews follows through into the net. This play will not continue on that one. 8-4. One of those scores in volleyball sometimes feels worse than it actually is because it's that double, but you're still just down 4. Confusion reigning. Drews saving.
Oh, touch.
Hentz with another stab. Tough one for Cooper. Oh, they managed to get a much better opportunity out of it. Left side, Drews off the block. And there's where Danny Drews' outside hitter experience pays.
Yeah, it's not always about that big swing. Have a look at the defense first. Hentz just flying out to keep it live. And this is what we're talking about on the blue side. This is what's keeping them in rallies. Then they get a better opportunity. She bumps it back and off the hands. The lefty going off a Bug.
Claire Chassé in. Big stuff block. Parsons on McCage.
Team Hentz has been so well balanced, not just in different players taking the offense, but we talk about their dig, defense, and blocking part of defense has been big. 5 blocks already tonight.
Parsons with a touch off that block. Now she'll tip, and you just to your point, Key. Nobody home.
I made a point.
You've scored many points.
It's a Booth point. Yeah, I think the volleyball IQ, especially for someone like Parsons, who's just coming back from having had a baby, she's maybe not going to be in her prime physical condition. She can use that IQ. She can use those shots and rolls.
That one, Karam through the block. Good bounce, Champu. Parsons managed the swing. Drews gets it. Thompson with the defense. She'll get it offensively now. Blocked once. Gray with the scoop. That ball perfectly set and delivered by Thompson. Off-setter setting, an important skill.
Yeah, oftentimes that'll go to the middle blocker or to the libero that will call everybody off because neither of them are going to get set. Essentially, if the setter takes the first ball, you'd like someone who's in no chance of getting an offense to set. But if the ball comes right underneath you, just handle it.
Yeah, you'd probably like to set your opposite in a lot of those situations, not have your opposite do the setting. Bad pass. Drew's going to have to hit out. No, Parsons trying to roll out. She cannot.
I like that reaction from McCage and company at the net. A couple of tips have fallen, so she's waiting, and now it's the timing of the block that works really well. She knows that's not a hard-driven ball coming, so just hangs on the floor a split second longer, so she's in the air a split second later and able to grab the ball.
Alexa Gray, MVP honors for Team Abercrombie. Match number 2 of the season a week ago. Again, working on Parsons. Drews knew that was going to be inside. She ice cream cones it over. And they made just enough of an adjustment there. Bug kept it off the ground for Thompson to collect the kill.
It feels like the blue side are doing a channel situation here. Great pickup from Bug. Comes back over Thompson's way. And look how much space there is down the line from Parsons. They're baiting Thompson to swing that way because it's Hentz in the backcourt there. Doesn't pay off, but that's absolutely a strategy.
Yeah, Hentz won that battle earlier on a pretty aggressive swing. Parsons, good pass. Chassé, some creative offense there, going 4 hitters. One hitter on the other side is starting to do the damage once again. Thompson now with 9 kills, hitting north of 400. Welcome back to Thursday.
Yeah, it's feeling deja vu-esque.
So Hentz has had the lead, but it is 4 straight from the Thompson side. They're trying to close in the middle of set 2.
Yo amo el voleibol porque me ha permitido ser la mujer que soy hoy.
มีความรู้สึกว่าวอลเลย์บอลน่ะเป็นอะไรที่มีความสุขมากๆนะคะ
Vôlei me faz sentir como eu mesma.
It spreads joy to anybody who gets the chance to play it or watch it.
バレーボールを通して仲間と一緒に戦う喜びを感じることができます。
Volleyball makes me feel confident.
Volleyball makes me feel powerful.
El voleibol me hace sentir viva.
O voleibol até hoje me deu tudo que eu sou, tudo que eu tenho.
私はバレーボールが大好きです。
Amo el voleibol.
I love volleyball.
ฉันรักวอลเลย์บอล
Nosotros amamos el voleibol.
私たちはバレーボールが大好きです。
Chosen by our player executive committee, every story counts is a celebration of the rich diversity and unique cultures represented by our players. Here at AU, we have players from other countries, and this Impact Week is a celebration of the bond our athletes share across different cultures, languages, and continents throughout the sport. Key Michael, you've traveled the world playing this sport. It's kind of the sisterhood of the traveling volleyball players.
It really is, and I think, you know, every time I think about the chance to play volleyball anywhere in the world, you don't need to speak the language where you are. You can play a pickup game of volleyball and you understand each other. Betty, another one who's in that package, that playing here in the US for them is maybe uncomfortable, but they get on court with their teammates and they're right at home.
Betty, one of those players who came here to play in the United States, and in fact came here to Omaha playing for the Supernovas a couple of seasons ago. Welcome back inside. Kip Marnett alongside Olympian Key Michael. Watching Team Hentz face a good push here from Team Thompson, and that is to the back line. The madness of Molly McCage has kind of keyed some of this. She got him started with a big kill earlier.
Yeah, that one was chef's kiss for me because I feel like the tendency is to want to swing straight down and get that really hard driven ball, but look for the end line. It's wide open every time.
Hentz slides in under that one. That was a cool looking reception. Ball's still good if it goes over. No. one of the more unique receptions I've seen there, even from Morgan Hentz. She has really good horizontal momentum all the time. Said before, we want to track the amount of airtime she gets just from diving, just fully off the ground, like the Muybridge studies of 120 years ago, discovering that a horse has all 4 hooves off the ground at once. Morgan Hentz frequently also airborne. Overpass, joust. No swing there. Here comes the offense. Morgan Hentz gonna have to bump that inside that 10-foot line. Drews powering through. Bark at that, McCage.
I'm loving the balance right now on this blue side. Multiple players are contributing to the offense. Of course, we're talking a lot about Reagan Cooper, but now Drews with 8 points, Parsons with 6.
Hentz 12-10, make it 13. That'll put 38 points on the board. They're looking for a 10-point lead in that overall score. Keep an eye on that number.
Molly's face looking a little distraught. There's really nothing you can do about those balls. They just dribble off the tape and lose all the momentum. Nightmare for a middle.
Second ace for Team Hentz. Oh, that was brutal. Immediately, everyone in a light blue referee's jersey asking for a challenge, and they will get it. So we'll get our first challenge of the second set coming from Team Hentz here. Boy, that was one of the more viciously flat serves I've seen in a while.
I'm trying to think about the physics of it. I mean, how did it go so low, flat, and still land in?
Or close. Called out. Oh.
Yeah, that looks like in by a mile for me.
Maybe a tough view as it goes through the feet of Jordan Thompson. Well, that's well in.
I think Thompson's face tells you everything you need to know as well.
Kayla Caffey, that might be serve of the year. I don't know that that's passable.
After review, the challenge of in-out is successful.
All right, originally ruled out. Obviously in there for the blue zone. Welcome to the blue zone, Key Michael. Here it is.
This is why this team is so effective. Look, these are the points that they got in the last match. 17, 16, and 9. Parsons, Drews, and Cooper all part of that offensive strategy. And if you combine that with a team that is so defensive-minded with Hentz at the helm, picking up a lot of defense in Shampoo as well, and at the net, Dixon just patrolling. I mean, this is what makes this team so very aggressive.
Hentz and her side are +5 in the digs category right now in this match overall. 23-18. Marley Montserrat checks in to serve, backup setter. She'll play the left back. Enough of a touch there. Gray, but no swing. Could be deadly. Parsons, not a well-formed block, but she misses long.
I don't mind that swing going long as well. The problem on the gold side is that only one person is scoring points, but if the blue side, you get a couple of misses, a couple in, at least Shampoo has a lot of options, and the blockers are still trying to play catch-up on the gold side.
Montserrat, a pair of seasons for Atlanta in the PVF. They've now switched to become the MLV, changed their name, and she will play in San Diego for the Mojo, where she was last year. Drews just straight up power, trying to get by the block. Reaching back, that was Dixon with the play. Parsons looking for the deep corner. Hentz, another spectacular effort, high into the middle of the court. Drews inside the block, and that one's gonna get far enough. Too much power from number one. 15-12. Team Hentz, remember, up kind of big early, 8-2. Weathered a bit of a run from Thompson. Took a timeout, still leading by 3 at 11-8. That's our only timeout of the second set thus far. Drews jump service. Drove it. Shampoo combination with Dixon. Is that 2 for number 3?
Shampoo, let him know. A little extra spice on it from the tie setter. She gets out so early. She is committed to blocking Natalia, and that's what she does.
She does have 2 blocks already, though. Go away from her. Stay away from Champu on the block.
I'm scared.
Oh, it's just a nice job, too, taking the heat off of that high dig once again. That ball inside the block, hence a rare missed contact. A ripper from Natalia. She does like that sharp cross court. I haven't seen her pull a ton line. I might block her just exclusively into the angle.
Oh, well, that's because Champu's there. She can't go line.
Excellent point. Drews goes line, dug by Pornpun. Pardon me, Peanut Pinoy. Three hitters in the front row. Team Thompson looking for some points here. Trailing 41-33. They're getting some good soft touches on Parsons on the outside. Drews slices one off inside, close to the line. Parsons has to play it and return to swing. Yeah, too many black jerseys all crowded into the right front to get a swing there. Drews with all the power.
You're starting to feel a little bit of frustration on the gold side as well, because if you get an opportunity like they just did to get that tip cover, picking the ball up, not being able to convert it into attack, that's kind of just almost like giving a free point away.
"13 kills for Cooper, 9 for Drews. Drews hitting .230, but she has been the main dumpster for any ball you don't like. You just throw it in that dumpster and hope it becomes a kill. Some strange transmogrification going on there. Cooper reaching up over the top. Got a touch. Gedpard got the dig from Drews. How about the kill from Cooper? Down the line, just missed. All right, that ball just missed, but not a lot has missed for Team Hentz. Claire Chaussee, welcome into the broadcast. Tell us about your role right now, filling that service and back row role.
I think Reagan is doing a great job in the front row, just honestly killing almost every ball she's getting. But in the back row, I think being able to just keep things high in the middle of the court is my role right now, and running the things down off our blocks touch. And honestly, our team is doing a great job of just slowing their best players down right now. And yeah, I'm out of breath. Sorry.
Oh, we love that. That's what we love about the chair chat, is we feel like we're out of breath with you. But you're one of the few teams that has been able to slow down Jordan Thompson. What is it you think your team's doing so well?
She's an amazing player, and she's going to get her kills, and that's what we said. And we have two things that we're doing right now that we said we don't need to do anything else but get touches on these two parts of her game, and that's what we're doing, and allowing her to maybe hit down the line or hit super hard cross. But other than that, we're slowing and touching everything else.
Claire, more options than ever professional. You've been with us here a couple of years in AU Pro Volleyball. What are you doing come wintertime?
I'm playing in my hometown, Madison, for love, and I'm so excited to be back. And just honestly, to play AU in Madison is going to be really fun, having all my family and friends there as well.
A tremendous number of outstanding volleyball moments ahead for number 11. Thanks, Claire.
Thank you.
Yeah, always good to return and play in front of people. We will be in Madison coming up here, October 23rd to November 2nd, Veterans Memorial Coliseum at the Alliant Energy Center. Home last year to most of the matches for League One Volleyball Madison, as they embark on their second season with the capable right arm of Claire Chaussee in the stable up there, as we now have a Hentz challenge in our second set. Look at that overall match score, 43-36, Hentz for the lead.
And we got a little challenge here for net touch, which I think was a pretty clear early call. Yeah, we're looking for an elbow of perhaps Molly McCage, and a little hair net as well.
After review, the challenge of net touch is successful.
So uncalled, but now done through the challenge. That is 2 challenges for Team Hentz in this set. They will be unable to stop the action going forward unless they can convince the referee to take a look at it. There is always that.
Yeah, I like that. I think you have to have that opportunity for referees to challenge. If they don't think they saw what happened, take a look. Don't force the challenge.
Oh, a little bit of open space. Gray with a little faster tempo on that one.
Gray quiet tonight. Only 4 points so far on the night. Someone that Thompson was expecting and hoping to be able to balance her out on the outside.
Yeah, good to see her back out there, though, after going down mid-match with a right ankle issue that was bothering her. That was a pretty dynamic attack last time as McCage gets that one on top of the cable and puts it away. Someone needs to get some dog shirts or something here for McCage. We got to keep going with this.
we could just bark every time she gets a point.
Every time she makes a play, that's what her bench is doing.
I want in on that.
Oh, Caffey. Thumb down, wrist away, call it whatever you want. It's going to go in as a K in the stat sheet.
K for kill, K for Kayla. K for knockout swing. Oh, beauty.
Excellent use of English.
Every once in a while.
There's Chassé. We were just talking to her a minute ago. Claire making a play. That one through the middle of the block. Oh, Hentz, quick left hand reaction. Ridiculous. Oh, but it missed by Parsons, unfortunately.
Oh, you hate to see it. Hentz is doing double duty back there. These kind of balls just do not come up. I mean, look how far inside she is. She's read the body perfectly of Thompson, and even though it ricochets off of her block, she still makes that quick reaction.
Her momentum is already going to the right. She comes back to the left.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She's someone who's reading the game so well that she's in the right position to go to her right, but because the blocker's hands essentially just get in the way of that ball. Beautiful, beautiful read.
What a reaction by 46. It's made her such a special defender, going all the way back to her days at Stanford, 3-time first-team All-American, national champion with that program, and the all-time digs leader. No surprise there, more than 2,300 defense successes for Morgan Hentz. Her block nearly successful there. Instead, it is defense to offense up onto the joust. Parsons, again, too tight for Drews. She manages it once again. Here, third time, Danny. Got it through the block. A lot of work went into that one for number one.
And sometimes those recycles don't feel like what you want to do in the moment. Your instinct is to swing hard and go for the point, but sometimes if the point is not there to be taken, if the ball is not there to be hit, you can go a little softer, let your team recycle around you. Even if it takes 2, 3, 4 swings to do it, that's what blue does there.
Recycling good for the planet and recycling good for Team Hentz. I think an argument here, interesting, Alicia Childress, the argument she's going to make is that there was a double contact, a bad second contact that went up to joust at the net and was touched first by the other side. Now remember, you can make a double contact on your own side on the second contact, but you cannot put it over the net.
Correct.
That's a really weirdo inside play. If you know, you know. We nearly had it called that way. That would have been tremendously controversial, but that is the point that Alicia Childress was trying to make. Team Hentz going to be leading headed into our third set here. 21-20. They're looking for those 40 set points, so they already established a 6-point lead. They'd love to add to that as we head into that third and deciding set. Remember, it's all on aggregate. Montserrat returns. She made a play last time. They were scoring in this rotation. Drews high through the block. How about Maddie Bug? Welcome to the offensive party, setter 10.
Great swing by Buck, and she's had to turn around there as well. Watch this pickup from her teammate. Alexa Gray gets it. And not having a whole lot of approach. She's barely even got a chance to look at the ball or the block.
Team Thompson has not led in this set. We were last tied at 1. And now they do lead. The best time to lead is late in the set, and that is exactly where Team Thompson is, 22-21. Looking to not only take this set, but maybe cut into that overall and send us to a third and deciding 100-point set. 46-41, that match score. Thompson with a little bit of a run.
Yeah, Thompson needs to go on a run. I mean, her whole team, we've talked about this on the blue side, how much balance there is, but it seems as though one player is doing all the scoring, and it's Thompson. It's a lot of load for her. She's had to go up against some really strong defense on the other side, so not having quite the numbers that we saw from her in the early days. She's up to 12 points right now, but we have not seen enough out of the likes of Natalia, Alexa Gray, both on 5 points each. Thompson needing a lot more support from her team tonight.
Thompson hitting 350, which you might think that's a pretty good number. Well, the other side holding her a little bit in check. She was hitting 420 coming in, and on the other side, cooling off dramatically is Reagan Cooper. She's down to 540. Only because she was up at 670. Yeah, to be clear, 540 incredibly good at 14 kills on 24 attempts. Just one ball out of bounds, and it was just barely.
And incredibly, Cooper's not even, she doesn't even have the most attempts on her side. Drews has 29, she's got 24, Parsons has 21. That's what I talk about when I'm talking about spreading the offense.
Thompson in the back row, on the other hand, 11 kills. The rest of the team only has 12 collectively. Chaussee in there to pass. That one's off balance. Parsons asked a lot here. Oh, a little chin music at Natalia.
If I'm in the block of the gold side right now, I'm so frustrated because it seems like a tsunami of offense is always coming at you. There's a blue jersey from every single zone of the court. You just don't know who to pay attention to.
Drew's big moment, 22 apiece here. Well, in big moments, go to 97.
If the gold side can squeak out this set, they'll be in a much better position to start with some momentum in the third.
Hentz does not have Cooper on the floor. They're still trying to get through this last rotation. Looking at Drews out of the back row. Got a touch. Not the best contact, but it was touched. And here comes number 20, back just in time. And Claire Chaussee, we heard from a moment ago, greeting number 20 with, "Let's go, Coop." Let's see if Super Cooper can close this second set. No swing. I'm betting 20. Bingo. Set point for Team Hentz. Looking for a pretty commanding lead. It would be 8 points headed to the third set if they can close this one right here. Parsons at the line. Dixon, Gedpard, who's proven herself capable up there today, already 2 blocks, and Cooper. Drews with the defense to close. No, they finally got her.
What a moment. What a moment for Getzinger to get her first block. I was watching that play, and have a look. Earlier on, Thompson had to run all the way around, so that's that rotation where she struggles to get some offense going. They close it with the block.
Getzinger saves the set. We'll be right back to a set point again here. Dixon will be serving, so Gedpard remains in the front row. Caffey up there. How much you want to bet they set Gray over Caffey and Gedpard?
Nah, I'm going Thompson.
Okay. Key Michael victorious.
I just think Thompson is the captain right now. She has to live and die by her own sword, and she will have said that to Maddie Buck. She talked about it. She knows that in those crucial moments, she wants to have the responsibility of scoring.
Thompson 13 kills, now outpacing the rest of the squad. Maddie Haynes in, good serve, trouble. Management swing from Cooper. Now matched up with Thompson inside the block and down. How about that? So a reversal now. Thompson fought off 2 set points. They will have one of their own at 26-25. Those 40 set points, all important. What will the gap be? 4 or 6? Headed into set number 3. Cooper, bad pass, hence all the effort to get there. For the set, McCage taking Team Hentz to the doghouse. 27-25, Team Thompson.
What a set to McCage when all eyes are on Thompson for that high ball. Sneak it to your middle, and that is a beautiful finish by the gold side. They relied heavily on Thompson to get him out of that hot water, but it was one serve in particular on Cooper, who hasn't been playing backcourt, that made all the difference there.
40 set points to Team Thompson. They have split the first 2. It is 50-46. Team Hentz headed into the 3rd set. Molly McCage off leash late.
I am a Gryffindor, but I recently took it again, and I'm actually a Ravenclaw as an adult. Hi, I'm Molly McCage. I'm a middle blocker, and this is my player profile. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I have listened to those books. I've read them multiple times. I've watched movies. I can probably recite Prisoner of Azkaban for you, but yeah, I have a nerdy side to me too. I mean, Deion Sanders was pretty spot on in the fact that, like, look good, feel good, play good is a real thing, and that's why I take my hairstyle, my makeup very seriously. I'm a slick back girl through and through these days. I have to do a middle part and have to do a slick back. It's like a mid to high pony, and I am loving the bubbles. I think it might actually be coming to my signature look now. I'm the youngest of 5, and I have been this number since I started volleyball. Number 5 feels so me, so grounded, so Molly. And that's a wrap.
I didn't know you could get sent back to the sorting hat, Key.
I don't know anything about the Harry Potter rules. You'll have to ask Molly all about that. But I love that she says it feels so me. The number 5, I just feel so grounded. Maybe that's why I feel so connected to Molly, because that was my number 2. Great number, Molly. Great choice.
And single season block leader out of Texas, part of building that program into the national competitor that it is. Again, ranked number 2. And this is McCage impacting the 2nd set here.
Yeah, she was huge in that 2nd set. We talked about needing other players to step up. Molly did it in a big way. 6 points in that set alone. 4 came from kills and 2 came from stuff block. And there's that final swing as well, which was huge for the gold side. Just to finish it off, when all eyes are on Thompson, you need a player, especially a middle blocker or a middle attacker like that, to step up and take a little bit of the heat off.
Ever since a young age has loved fashion along with volleyball. You saw that with Key Michael's outfit.
She was loving, by the way, when we went thrifting, she was in her element. Let me put this on you. This will look good. You should wear these colors and this skirt and this combination. It was so much fun.
We're hoping to have fun here in the 3rd set. Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Kevin Barnett alongside Olympian Key Michael. Look at that match score, 50-46. Lots yet to be decided. There's a kill right away for Tori Dixon. 1-0, Hentz.
Great choice immediately by Shampoo. And again, I talk about needing different players to step up and to utilize that zone early on in the set. So it's not maybe throughout the whole set, but find your middle early so your blockers are not going outside too quick.
Thompson getting an in-rhythm opportunity there. Not asked to clean up a trash ball.
Not that she minds a trash ball or 2.
Well, that is the job. You are asked to take any hot garbage thrown your way and turn it into a point.
She does it better than anyone.
Cooper over the top of the block. Caffey's going to try and clean that up, and does. Closer than she wanted. Getzinger got a big piece of it.
We should make some t-shirts. I clean up hot garbage. Think that would sell? AU Pro merch shop? No? We'll keep that in the
We're
maybe.
going to workshop it.
Yeah, we'll in the maybe
There's
pile.
something there. There's a kernel. Outside, Gray. Good touch to the block. Caffey again involved in a joust. Back-to-back plays. Caffey doing battle with Getzinger. It's 1-1 in that particular battle. Magic number here, 22. If Hentz puts up 22 points in this set, they will win the overall, whether they lose the set or not. but they'd love to clean it up. A service from the other side.
Getzinger with a flat, deep serve. And again, Parsons has struggled with that one that goes over her shoulder to the left side. Maybe want to step in and take it with the hands, but got to be knowing if it's going out or not.
Same serve. Different result.
It's all about court awareness when you're in that position where a ball's coming high on you, especially a tall player like Parsons, like myself, not that I played a whole lot of reception, but just understanding where the court ends, whether or not you're going to take that ball or let it go.
Cooper now 16 kills. Remember, she had 17. Match number 1 of the weekend. On Thursday, a serve one way, a serve the other way. Chasse. Chasse all day from the service line.
Great, trying to do her best to keep her platform solid. No luck.
Quickly becoming an outlet is Molly McCage when they need to score.
And I like Bug kind of forcing that one as the dogs bark again. I like the idea of forcing your middle if you have to. It's not always going to be a perfect position for Bug to put it to her, but keep feeding her.
4 apiece. That's not going to be enough for Thompson here. Even up volleyball in the third. They're going to have to find a way to manufacture a few. Drews pulls it cross body. Ooh, that's the one she was hitting a little bit wide early on. That's a crush.
And a confident crush at that, because you've got McCage in front of you, and you know the answer if you test that inside arm of McCage. So she goes just, because she's a lefty, just to the outside of it.
Molly looking over and saying, hey, that was my fault. Looking at Thompson, who's in that right back. Do they go to Danny again? No, outside. Thrown back and down. Parsons. So Parsons' efficiency shrinking. 6 kills, 5 errors on 23. Winning that battle is the block of Team Thompson.
Winning that battle are the dogs on the sideline as well. We got a little look at. I love how enthusiastic the bench is every time there is a point scored on court. Sometimes I've played on teams where the bench just looks a little annoyed that they have to stand there and watch anyone play that's not them, but this never is the case at Athletes Unlimited. Everyone is so supportive of their teammates on both sides. I love it.
Getzinger, Montserrat, Haynes over there, along with the backup opposite for that side. Tessa Grubbs, number 17 there in black and gold.
I'd love to see her get a shot on court maybe next week.
Absolutely tore up League One last year before suffering a season-ending ankle injury. Parsons got enough of that one and not too much of the cable. Drews to serve. Roll shot, nobody home.
Nice choice, off speed from Thompson. We're just so used to her seeing her. Was that Natalia? Excuse me.
Yes.
We're used to seeing her go aggressive with the arm. But with the court vision she has, look for the hole behind the blockers. If there's a well-formed block in front of you, chances are there's space behind them.
Molly, a little miscontact on the serve. That one you shake off and forget. Cooper back in the left front. Doing battle with Thompson here. Tip coverage this time is there. Tough swing coming. Thompson out. Natalia asked to convert. Cannot do it. Perhaps a big miss there as Hentz is going to add to their total. (58-52). Remember those 100 points here looming large in your quest to climb the leaderboard. If you're on either side of the net, still 100 team points available for the overall victory as well as this set victory. Team Hentz, as of yet, undefeated, coming in at 4-0. Looking for 5-0, they lead 58-52. Natalia, yeah, taking advantage that time of the matchup with Champu.
Don't sleep on Shampoo. We saw a couple of big blocks out of her earlier on. But again, with the speed, that Bug is giving her that ball. That's what she's able to just get a quick snap of the wrist on top.
Beautiful set. What a leave by Shampoo into the middle to Danny Drews.
Have a look at the timing of this set as well. This is why she's so difficult to read. She goes up, comes down, and then sets. So she's kind of grabbing the ball a little extra moment in her hands, which makes the blockers a little off balance, let's say.
Yeah, very much a one-on-one opportunity there. Drews likes that angle. I was impressed with the height. That goes right through the fingers, the outer fingers of Getzinger. Getzinger at the middle blocker position is not short, 6'4". That ball driven to the back line, good placement. These are the ones you need to convert. Bug, digs, Thompson at the net. Cannot get it through the block. Defense, Cooper, no. Blast high, no touch. Point, Hentz. 10-7.
Gold side having to work extra time to try and get that point. And this is what the blue side are really good at. I'd say frustrating their opponents with getting some good block touches, getting some defensive play, just forcing the gold side to go again and again. Can be exhausting.
Team Thompson has done a good job of closing that defensive gap, now 37-39 in digs, just +2 for Team Hentz. Tori Dixon with a nice read. Natalia rolls it. Cooper playing her responsibility. Caffey, that was too low to her. Inside the block, dug up. Caffey into the net. So for keeping track at home, that would be Getzinger 2, Caffey 1 in that top of the net showdown.
Yeah, I like Caffey going for it, going for an attack there. That ball's just kind of hanging up on the net. But you got to have body awareness as to where your limbs start and end.
Ace service, Natalia. That's 3 aces now for Team Thompson. They've given up 4, but they're staying in the battle.
And Natalia knows her target. They've been going after Parsons. It's worked a couple times already.
This time Parsons squeezes the platform, pops it up there, and I'm still loving 20 versus 97.
It's such a fun matchup. The physicality between both of those players, elite. And Cooper, again, not backing down from the challenge.
Played at 3 schools, Washington State, Texas Tech, and Kansas State, Cooper. But that was just the beginning of her volleyball journey as Thompson just casually puts that one with heat inside the block to about 10 feet.
You saw how shallow Drews had to be. She's just off the net. Ball bounces off her foot, but doesn't stay alive for long.
Getzinger. She's had success here, going short. Got it. Working on Cooper.
Second ace serve for Getzinger. One going long, this time taking heat off it, just dribbling it off the net. Takes all the power out of it.
See if she goes short again. Getzinger with enough defense. Yes, it'll stay. McCage is going to have to run back on her horse. The dog got the touch. And 2 in a row. Molly McCage. She was out in the yard and she ran back in the house.
Yeah, if you open the gate, she might escape. Molly McCage doing extra time. That was one middles defense plus another's middle rundown. And then she gets all the way back to the court. You knew this ball was going to Kayla Caffey from miles away.
Drews, touched by McCage, Getzinger with more defense. That's 2 digs for her. Gray, oh man, you hate that miss right there, and you see it in her body language. She knew that was a good moment for her side. Chance to really grab control of this set and maybe the match overall. 12-12, still trailing by 4, 62-58. Thompson behind, and Gray still thinking about that last swing.
Yeah, the momentum shift can be huge with a couple of plays like the Molly rundown. Then you've got 2 back-to-back Getzinger digs. Middles digs, nonetheless. Those are the little pieces that you put it together. You want to get on a run of points there and not give away any freebies.
Key Michael was an Olympic middle for Team GB in 2012, and she celebrates all things that are middle blocker. Like service aces and defense, the unexpecteds.
That's right. Count on them, so when they come, I'd be excited.
Thompson down the line, Hentz got it, but not enough. That's another fun battle we've seen throughout this one, is captain on captain.
Yeah, the blockers are trying to channel Thompson down to Hentz. That's who's got the best chance of getting that ball off the floor.
Who do you like? Best hitter, best defensive player when it comes to an overall? So there were 100 swings. What wins, offense or defense?
Oh.
Particularly this, like a wide open line.
Offense typically wins because the defense, you have such a little time to react.
That's the right answer.
Thank you, Coach.
Good pass here. Thompson with another perfect solution. She's passing the test. We've had 9 ties in this one. As our 3rd set grinds on, Kevin Barnett, Key Michael. We are looking forward to the end of this one. 63-60 in that overall. Anyone's 100 points here in our 2nd match of the night. We'll have our final matches from Omaha tomorrow evening. Hentz overhead. Bug, right-handed dig. Back to the opposite. There's enough room there. Brought back. Hittable. Oh, look at Tori Dixon. Casual, perfect pass.
Over middle.
Off the block, out of bounds. Another point for number 97. That'll be her 19th kill. She's got her side on top, and they are pushing for the overall, trailing by just 2, 63-61. Team Thompson and JT. It's power on power here in the 3rd set. Thompson with the lead, 15-13 in the set, and they are closing in on that overall there. Back to within 2. Kevin Barnett alongside Olympian Key Michael, watching Team Hentz trying to hang on to it. This is how it lays out when you get to a 3rd set. There's a magic number. In this case, it's 22. That 3rd line there, they score 22 or more, whether they win the set or not. Team Hentz will be victorious in the overall. For the other side, Thompson is looking for the upset victory.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep Hentz to 20 points or less if they want to win it. So far, so good looking at the score line. But there's still so much volleyball left to play. And I think the Hentz team, again, I'm going to talk about balance all day long because we've seen so many players stepping up in different moments, which is what makes them so good.
This was moments ago, headed to the timeout. And I just wonder what was going with Jordan Thompson on this as we headed out. Are we doing a haka? What are we doing? Is that a haka or a lizard imitation? You gotta find out, Key. You're our intrepid reporter.
All righty.
That was at the technical timeout.
I think JT just got a little bit of weird in her, and I love that. I love that for her.
Awesome. A lot of weird and a lot of kills. Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Here we go. Closing out our nightcap. Big block, Molly McCage. Molly McCage with her paws over the net once again. That is going to be 6 blocks. Off the defender, out of bounds. A lot of heat there.
Drews now trying to figure out how to get around those big hands in front of her. That's the thing about getting a couple of big, solid blocks is now you're forcing the attacker to do something different. You're taking away the channel that they like.
Gray handles that jump serve to Bug, goes to McCage, over the top and down. They remain within one here in the overall. 64-63 as they click off the 17th point of this set.
And the slide leg coming back into business. A misjudged slide leg.
Still waiting for some branding down that left leg of Molly McCage. That is some open space.
Hit her up in the DMs.
Dixon blocked. Natalia making a play. We are tied at 64.
And how about a solo block as well? We talked about that on the whiteboard in the last match. Shampoo's done a great job of getting a one-on-one for Tori Dixon, but Natalia getting those hands all the way over. Takes away all the light.
Now, this is a case of Team Hentz really being able to slow things down as they call their first timeout, because we got to that technical timeout at 15. They can really take some of the momentum away from Thompson. The Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball Championship is fueled by Gatorade. As you look at fashion mavens coming to a match and showing you some of their personal style and character. Elise Getzinger there. Sarah Parsons going denim. That's a Key Michael kind of look.
I told her that the other day. I said, denim on denim. It's back in, right? Because Kevin was making fun of me, and she said, oh, it's it.
Don't trust me on that. Tessa Grubbs here finishing out the look.
I trust all my fashion to Jordan Thompson and Molly McCage, and that's it. Nobody else. Kevin, you're not on that list.
Oh, come on. Also, the sun came up today. Thanks for letting everyone know things that are obvious there, Key Michael. 64 all. Here we go. 18-14 in the third. 100 points in the offing. 40 for the set. 60 for the overall. Comeback performance. Is it on tap? What a dig in the back row. Chasse feeds Parsons to the outside. Chasse with the defense, Parsons with the offense. They're back to +1.
One thing Parsons does really well in her attack, because again, we talked about maybe not having the same power she's used to having, is she's playing with speed. So she's trying to either beat the block and go early before they're pressed over, or she's waiting and then going a little bit later and kind of causing them to be on their way down.
10 international medals with Team USA. Sarah Parsons, an alternate in 2020 for Team USA. And really, that gold medal, you talk about gold medalists all the time. You talk about the 12 players that were there. That really extends further into all the players that were in the gym, particularly at the end. Sarah Parsons, one of those. Those gold medals are not won by just the people who end up representing the United States at that particular tournament. As that ball is down.
I think it's a good point you make, because the strength of your team relies a lot on the strength of essentially the B squad, right? That they're training in and day out. It has to be at that high level.
Yeah, the strength of your gym, and that B squad goes deeper than just the 6 or so players that'll be on the roster, or 7 players. Natalia pushes it through, and Drews looks like she was already ready to hit. Now a little frustrated as Danny Drews with that last effort.
Couple of tips starting to fall on the Hentz side, and we talked about how good their defense was early on in this set.
Big side out here. 20-15 down in the set, but it is 66-65. Thompson trying to pick up a rally back performance. Ball sails long. Jordan Thompson is leading the overall leaderboard now by nearly 380, 379 up there. Of course, that's stat points as well as the team points from that set victory in the second. We went 25-19 Hentz in the first, 27-25 Thompson in the second. He'll be adding in, after we're done with this third set, the MVP vote as well from the teammates.
Challenge for ball in or out. I think that ball's out. I think that might be a lost challenge. And we know how crucial this is at this stage. Worth a challenge, perhaps, but the gold side has the momentum. You don't want to slow it down.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just because you can doesn't mean you should necessarily.
2, the challenge of in-out is unsuccessful.
Yep, so it will remain as called, out of bounds. Key Michael had it right.
The receivers on the blue side also had it right. The referees also had it right. Everyone had it right. Here's that rotation where Thompson has to run all the way around to the right side.
Just one challenge remaining here in our third set. And that belongs to the Thompson side. Got to have this one, don't you? Go to your killer, number 20.
And keep an eye on this rotation because, as I mentioned, Thompson's having to do that big run around. There were a couple of points in that last match that strung on a little bit too long. They couldn't get out of the rotation. They ended up keeping Jordan on the left side and getting out of it. So if they can't get out of this point here, look for them to do the same.
Well, it not only keeps her on the right, it also keeps Natalia on the left, where she's more comfortable. Touch again. Right back to 20. Nope. Danny. Blocked. Getzinger.
Getzinger's been clutch in a few different moments with big stuff blocks like that. Low and tight. She's closed up to Natalia. Danny Drew is trying to sneak one through, but there's no space there.
67 apiece. Hentz still fighting. Remember, they put up 22 in this set. They'll get the overall, but they are not close right now. Team Thompson with the advantage. Gray to the front row. Peanut Panoy upset she dug that one over and cannot get the second. Insult to injury on that play for the libero.
I think that was the right choice by Caffey to go directly back to her. You could see her mid-rally looking frustrated as if she'd already lost the point.
Well, on to passing now for number 22. Panoy has to look over her head to pick up that one. Danny with the dig. She'll get it right back. Looking for the roll. Reset, could not get it. Gray will put it away, and we will begin another tie at 68. Getzinger to the line. She's been so good from here.
The two aces are ready for the middle. Those
She has Parsons in that angle.
Yeah, absolutely going after Parsons. That's been the go-to. She's also got Reagan Cooper, though. Well, they've had some success there, but I like that cross-court serve from Getzinger.
And McCage back to the front row. Already with 6 blocks, Molly McCage, 12 for the side. They're winning that battle 12-6. Looking for another strongest front row, perhaps, and that ball's wide. Boy, missed opportunity.
And I have a feeling if the gold side are not able to win this, they'll look back to those errors because it's coming down to 1 point here.
69-68, Hentz, 22-19 in the set. Remember, go to 25, win by 2. Coming back, Hentz with the ace.
What a time to get it.
Cooper.
Is there anything she can't do? Dropping it on Natalia. It's the change of speed, a little bit of a backspin or something on that ball that caused some confusion.
Yeah, surprised to see Natalia miss that one. Almost like her platform came apart at the last moment. Oh, in fact, she just did that. Her platform came apart. Sometimes you're holding your hands and it's actually quite loose for a lot of receivers. You're holding maybe your pinky or you're just putting the heel of your hand together. She had it pop open right at the point of impact. Oh, over the top. Put it up so she can put it down.
I like going to Molly McCage there. A nice high over the block situation. But all the pressure now on Thompson. The best they can hope for is a golden set.
Back row for her. 6 kills, 6 blocks for McCage. Can she add to her total? Here's a chance. No. Dug back over by Natalia. Team Thompson. Looking for it here. As that double axe handle will work. And we'll have a timeout called by Team Hentz. Score tied at 70 apiece. And it is a set point for Team Thompson. So this is set and match ball. Boy, what a comeback performance here for Team Thompson. They've got it dialed back in, Key Michael, and they've done it with some support, but maybe not offensive support.
Yeah, what I like about this gold side right now is that it's not just the Thompson show in this final set. I think we know that she can take this entire team on her back. She's done it before, and she has already 20 points to her name in this match. But it's been more balanced in this last set, and that has to be the key. For me, a good team is not just one-sided. It's not one-dimensional, as gold side showing what they've got here down the stretch.
In this set, they have 3 aces, does Team Thompson, just in the 3rd set. They've also piled up 6 blocks. That's how they've done it with all those other skills and the offense of their captain. She will serve 100 points in the balance here for the set and the match. Overpass. McCage puts it away. Done and dusted. (25-20). A comeback performance for the 2nd consecutive match for Team Thompson. Losing the 1st set, this time big to Hentz, 25-19. They respond with a 27-25, 25-20 victory, and they end up winning the overall 71-70. So take home 100 total team points, 60 for the match, 40 for the set, and a total of 140 team points to that side because of their set and match victories. First loss for Team Hentz in this entire tournament schedule. We'll be back here to Omaha in just a moment, talk about the final moments and visit with the victors. Team Thompson is 2-0. A comeback performance by Team Thompson. They win by 1, just the 7th time all-time that a match has been decided by that single point. 71-70 the victory, and Key is with one of the style mavens of this league, Molly McCage.
We're gonna get to the volleyball part of it, but first of all, Molly, what do you think? How'd the outfit come out?
Doesn't she look gorgeous? I love this entire outfit. We went vintage shopping together, and I helped with Jordan Thompson to pick out this outfit, so she looks great.
I'm going to be styled by Molly on every broadcast, hopefully, from now on. All right, let's get to the middle block. I was going to say to the middle blocking. Let's get to the volleyball and the middle blocking. 6 blocks by you tonight. What was the key?
Honestly, I had a lot of good talk in our huddles. So I think that Alicia just really has really good dialogue, and like dropping my right hand on Danny, dropping my left hand on Reagan. So I don't know, that dialogue helps me so much to like lock in and get those blocks.
In addition, it felt like your team had more balance. Did it feel like that for you tonight?
Yeah, no, the fact that Maddie Bug is firing it to the middles, like it's super easy for the pins to score because I'm up in transition and she can find me. So I just love I love that about our team.
You told me this match felt a little bit stressful. Is that stress kind of come off now?
No, I'm like so high anxiety right now. I think it was a lot of fun, but it was like it took a lot of brain power to get through that match. Like that team is a very, very good team, and I felt like it was like really clunky at times, but I'm so happy with the result.
Well, I'm happy with the result for you. Congratulations. You pulled it out there at the end. Phenomenal performance. Congratulations, Kevin. Back to you. We'll just talk style over here.
140 team points will go the way of Team Thompson, and a large part due to the captain. Jordan Thompson finishes with 19 kills and an ace. And balance can come in many ways. It certainly didn't come offensively in terms of balance. 47 attempts for Thompson. That way more than the 26 for Alexa Gray. But the team balanced it out with blocks. 12-6, they win that battle. And they also matched Team Hentz, who was almost undefeated defensively. They go 48-48 on the defensive opportunities to come out with the victory. Here's Key with our captain, JT.
JT, you just told me you couldn't stop smiling. I can't stop smiling because of this outfit, but what is it that you're smiling about?
First of all, I love the outfit. It looks great, everybody. No, but I'm just so proud of the team. Like, I think that was a battle. It was a grind, but that's what, as a competitor, what I enjoy the most. I think AU is so much fun, and it can be very lighthearted, but then once we get into these tight competitions, like, the competitor in us comes out, and we're just like hungry to win. And I love that we fought back, even though it wasn't always pretty and things weren't always going our way, but we still stuck in it. And I was just really proud of the team, everybody on the bench, Alicia, like it was a whole team effort, and just really happy.
I feel like the strongest teams are the ones that have a little bit of balance, and you can sort of spread that offense out. You don't have to do all the point scoring by yourself. Do you feel like that happened tonight?
For sure. I think volleyball is a team sport. Like, it is the epitome of a team sport. Nobody can win it on their own. So to have literally every single person step up, whether it's passing, defense, setting, attacking, like Molly in the middle, blocking, freaking running like Forrest Gump off the court and coming back and getting 2 blocks in a row. Like, that's insane, but I'm just so excited and hyped that I get to play with people who work so hard and want to play this team sport, because that's, for me, what makes it so much fun.
Well, we know that middle's defense counts for 2, but also I feel like as a captain, you are emanating this joy and this passion for the game, and that's got to be trickling down. Is that something you think about, or does that just come naturally?
I think, honestly, it kind of comes naturally. I think my emotions or my energy is sort of ebbs and flows throughout the game. You know, obviously I'm a very joyful player, but at the same time I can be very aggressive. I just told someone I'm in my aggressive era. Like, when I get really competitive and the game is tight, like, I really want to win, and I love that as a whole we can really stay locked in, and you can see it in people's eyes. Like, we're locked in, we're ready to go, we're ready to fight for each other, and then you get to have these big smiles after the match.
Well, thanks to Athletes Unlimited, you're in your aggressive era. I'm in my style era, thanks to you. Kevin, what era are you in?
That's a great question. I'll let you be the judge of that, Key. I'm in the wrapping this match era. When we get back, we'll finish up from Omaha. Thompson victorious.
Lefty here, cross over there. Molly! Yeah!
34 assists for Maddie Bug, who's in a starting role this week for Team Thompson as they come out victorious 71-70 here in Omaha, Nebraska. Welcome back inside, everybody. Kevin Barnett alongside Olympian Key Michael. Key, Thompson does it again. They're 2-0, but comeback performances in both. How are they manufacturing this, and can they win a third set tomorrow?
Well, we're seeing a lot of strength in different areas. I think we rely a lot on Thompson to get those points, but what I like about the gold side is, as Thompson mentioned herself in that last interview, her entire team is stepping up, and she's got players that are just taking a lot of that offensive load off her shoulders, and defensive as well. A lot of blocks happening for the captain and her team.
For Hentz on the other side, they suffer their first loss of the weekend, but first loss under the Team Hentz banner of this entire league. Where did they come up just a little bit short?
I think the passing broke down there towards the end. We talk about how stable they were in the defense and balancing out their offense, and there were some phenomenal performances out of Reagan Cooper, out of Drews as well, but just a couple times too many. They couldn't get that ball into their setter, weren't able to run the offense, and they were allowing the defense, the block in particular, of the gold side to do what they wanted to do.
All right, let's take a look at our leaderboard. This is the Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball leaderboard. Your personal actions as well as your team success adding on to this, along with MVP voting, which is ongoing right now. So this is pre-MVP votes of this particular match, but you at home probably have a good idea of who that might be. Jordan Thompson continues to hold a monster lead, approaching almost 500 points behind her. Far more competitive.
Yeah, she's getting those MVP votes, she's getting the wins, and she's getting a lot of those personal statistic points. So that's why she ends up in that leader zone, in the leaderboard, at the top of the leaderboard time after time. You look right next to her, Natalia Valentin Anderson. She's getting more defense, she's not making errors, but there's a huge gap there because of the way that Jordan's just putting up numbers every single night.
Team Natalia Valentin Anderson, behind the capable setting of that veteran, went 75-64 in our first match, defeating Team Hoffman. We will get Thompson versus Valentin Anderson. They rebounded from a really difficult victory. How do you think that these two match up when it comes to our final match of this second week?
Well, looking at the way Valentin Anderson played in this earlier match, we saw a couple of players step up, right? Kat Bell had the best night of her Athletes Unlimited season with 15 points. Maddie Kingdom Rochelle as well had 16. So a little bit spread out there, of course, De La Cruz Mejia as well. But Valentin Anderson has a lot of options that she can go to in the offense. And so the goal is going to have to keep that block about him.
setting distribution against a known entity in Team Thompson. Here in our second match of the night, Team Thompson 71-70 over Team Hentz. The Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball Championship continues tomorrow night. ESPNU will be back with you 6:30 Eastern as Team Hoffman takes on Team Hentz. For Key Michael and our entire crew of Kevin Barnett, thanks for watching. We'll see you for 2 more from Omaha tomorrow.